Hi Sagittarius, it's Karen, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of July 1st to July 7th, 2018, the first week of July. I hope you are doing well, and this is a general reading for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius. So we will get a sense of the awareness, guidance, and possible outcomes for the week. You can use this information in whatever way helps you best. You are stressed out about something, you are feeling anxious, you are having those moments of worry that keep you up at night. It could be worry, it could be guilt, it could be a sense of sadness that something is on your mind, something isn't quite right. And so this is the type of feeling where it obstructs us. This figure is sitting straight up with head in hand. I mean, you get a sense here that you might feel a bit lost. The situation, a predicament, may be weighing heavily. And so, the thing to think about the Nine of Swords, and swords is air signs, is that we have these moments. And so they're short-lived, they're mostly temporary, and we're able to climb out of it, we're able to feel better, we're able to recover. But we have to take really one step at a time, one rung at a time, in order to start to clear our mind. But this tells me that you are concerned or perhaps stressed out about something this week. So now we have the tenderness of the Knight of Cups coming in. And so this Knight of Cups is intuitive, he's aware, he is loving, romantic, and you can see how he's on his horse. The horse looks very sweet and coy in a way, and he's extending the cup. So this is the extension to you to have this emotional experience, and maybe it's feeling an emotion, expressing emotions, and maybe you've been unable to do so. And the Knight of Cups is saying it's okay to release, to let your emotions flow, to experience some joy, to have some fun. This could also suggest that if you're single, you might be meeting someone. This Knight of Cups, gentle, sensitive, someone who knows exactly the right thing to say, but, might forget to make the reservations at the restaurant on a busy Saturday night. So that's the flip side of the night, is that sometimes the attention to detail or the spark sometimes can fade because it's the process of feeling the excitement of meeting someone. So, the Knight of Cups brings emotions into play. For you to be thinking about your emotions, and you probably are, because you are emotional. When you worry and when you're unable to sleep, you tend to feel rough. And so this gentleness and the love offering here could be a little subtle message to you to love yourself and to be around people who are sensitive, aware, and empathetic and compassionate to what you're going through. So now I'm going to choose 2 cards for guidance. Interesting with the Nine of Swords, in the sense here of lack, the sense of struggle, and that you feel maybe you're not getting the support that you need, that you are alone in this. Whatever it may be, whether it's relationship, or life, finances. There's a sense here of feeling a hardship, and you don't notice that help is around the corner. So, you know, you kind of have to stop and think about things and maybe look around. It can require a shift in your perspective. It also may require you to actually say, I need some help. I need some assistance. I'm having a tough, I've got a couple things in my mind that are tough, and I need to deal with, I need to think about, I need to consider. You may have opportunities for some break from this, or you may be feeling very emotional. So then we have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is this card of, he's a master of being successful and getting things done. He is a power source. So maybe the King of Wands is in this reading to tell you to take the steps necessary that you need to take in order to handle how you feel with the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. The King of Wands would be saying to reach out, make the calls, get in touch with people that can either give you good advice to help you, who will lend an ear. You know, he's a go-getter, he's charismatic, he's personal power. And often this is a message about accessing your passions and making those happen in your life. But I feel that it's much more of a direct message of saying you're going to have to make the calls, you're going to have to take the steps to try to step out of this, to get into a better frame, to alleviate this guilt or sadness or worry that you have. Okay, so let's see what we have for possible outcomes. So very interesting. We have, through all of this, possibilities here of worry and the feeling of lack of support or struggling, having a hard time, feeling left out. We have offering of love, sensitivity, compassion, empathy, either attributes that you need or someone is able to provide. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is really a shining light on a dark, could be a dark period, which is, this is the promise of prosperity and of happiness and of joy. It's a gift or blessing from the universe. And here we're offering the Pentacle. This is one of the luckiest and most favorable cards to receive in a tarot reading. So if you are practical, if you use your common sense, if you are grounded, and you nurture your ideas and you create this plan and you nurture the plan, then you're going to have the promise of prosperity and of abundance. So you may not feel like it based on a couple of these cards, but you have to take the steps. You have to create the movement and the action to make it so. And that's with this Ace of Pentacles. The other thing to think about is here with the Page of Cups. Again, Page of Cups is an offering of love, an attraction, a spark, the possibility of meeting someone that could fulfill this. So it seems that you have people who care about you and want you to do well. If you are hoping to date, if you have been struggling with relationships, then this favors well, because he's offering the fish. It's creative, it's to be inspired, it's to feel emotional, it's to express your emotions. It could be to tell someone how you feel, to share how you're feeling. But between the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, it's be open for opportunities for this emotional connection and the dynamic of being close to someone. You may be building intimacy with someone. You may have had some disappointments, but frankly, things are looking up. That's what I would say. Things are looking up. Take your personal power. Make changes, Take that wand and swing it and start to create a way for yourself to get, small baby steps out of a feeling of a Five of Pentacles, out of feeling worried. So let's get some more information. This is a meditation or practice area for the week. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Well, I see grounding yourself as a very clear message with the Ace of Pentacles, which is to nurture your plan, to come up with a realistic and reasonable plan in order to improve your circumstances. Grounding yourself is the first step in getting there. So now I'm going to choose an oracle card for spirit or emotional self. Relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So the promise of relationships, your interactions are important this week. Your possibilities for spark, for attraction, for a deepening emotional experience, for expressing how you feel are present. Relationships are important. So let's get a card here for love and let's see what it wants us to know. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So it doesn't always have to be a physical gift. It could be a gift of time. It could be helping someone. It could be beautiful written personal letter or note. So expressing love through gifts. We can express our love in many ways, through the words we use, through touch. But sometimes it's nice to do something, to either give a little small thing to let them know that you're thinking about them, or to give them the gift of your talent, your abilities. this is what I have for you for the week. And I want you to focus on the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the beauty in the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups in your reading. I hope you found something helpful here today with this reading. And if you did, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. Have a great week. Ground yourself. Pay attention to your relationships. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.